So in this video, I'm going to be giving you a completely free course on TikTok Organic. Yes, you heard me correctly, a completely free course on how you can do TikTok Organic and earn up to $10,000 per month. Hey guys, welcome to the YouTube channel. My name is Sebastian, known as the ECOM King, and I want to start off by saying I want you to imagine generating up to $10,000 per month, even more if you're able to achieve mass success. So you're probably thinking that this sounds a little bit too good to be true, and I want to tell you something right now. I have documented on this YouTube channel and been completely transparent on showing you multiple dropshipping stores that I've ran using TikTok Organic, and we've generated over $1.8 million using this exact strategy. So we're going to be doing two massive giveaways in this video. The first one's going to be giving away the cheat sheet that will highlight everything step by step in written format and all the useful links. So as soon as we've hit 2,000 likes, it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description below. Now, the second giveaway is for 5 of you lucky viewers, and that is winning a 1-hour consultation call with our TikTok Organic expert so that they can review your accounts and they can give you advice. So that's insane value that we're giving away. Now, how you enter the giveaway is by liking the video and leaving a comment on why you want to win the call with the TikTok expert. Now, before we get into finding a viral product, it's very important to understand how to do this correctly. Now, I would advise all of you to do this on a mobile phone instead of the desktop. Now, in this video, I'm going to be demonstrating on my computer because it's going to be easier for me to showcase it. Now, of course, you're going to need to use one phone to record the content for the product and the other one to do the research. So if you don't have 2 phones, you might want to do what I am doing now, which is use your computer for product research and use your phone to upload the content and to record it. So the first thing that you want to do is once you're on Amazon, you want to go to the search bar and you want to search for Amazon finds. Now, when you search for Amazon finds, you're going to see loads of videos that have got 36 million views, 1.9 million views, 67 million views, and you just want to watch these videos. Now, when I watch this video here, you can see it's showing me the top 15 Amazon products for this month. So these videos are literally showing you each product in action and what they are. Now, once you find videos like this, you want to like the video, you want to leave a comment, and you want to save the video. Now, why we're doing this is because once we do this enough times, it's going to make our explore page full of dropshipping videos. Now, once your For You page on TikTok has got to a state where it's only showing you dropshipping product related videos, that means that you're now in the perfect place. And I want you to keep scrolling till something grabs your attention. Now, once you've done that, these are what you're going to want to look for on that video or on that product. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to go to their page by clicking in the top right or clicking the logo, and I want to look to see how many views are they getting. So they've got 1.4 million views, 90k views, 3 million views. So they're getting some very good amount of views for this product, and it's definitely a dropshipping product by the looks of it. Now, the next thing that we want to look at is how often are they posting on their page. So you don't want to look at the pinned videos because these could be from months ago. You just want to look at the most recent one that isn't pinned. Now, if I look at this video, you can see the date is 2023, the 8th of the 8th. So that was around about 2.5 months ago. Now, realistically, you want to see their most recent video in the last 7 to 30 days. So technically, this one is slightly out of date. Now, the reason why this is so important is because if they're not recently posting, that means either the product's died or there's no interest in this industry. Now, the next thing that we want to look at is we want to see if they've got at least between 1 million views and 10 million views on at least one video. Now, in this case, they've got it on around about 3 to 4 different videos. Now, we want to look at the comments of those videos that they've got the most views on. So by looking at the comments, all of these look legit and real. You can tell by just reading if they make sense. Does the comment interact with the video? So you have to watch the video first for you to understand if the comments make sense. So people are saying, can I get this for school? That makes sense. Is this made out of metal? That makes sense. Now, the last thing that you want to look at is engagement rate, and you might have to do this off your computer because you need to download a Chrome extension, which is completely free, called vidIQ. Now, once you've downloaded it, you're going to see that it shows you at the bottom here a percentage. Now, you want to make sure that their best performing videos and their recent videos are getting at least a 5% engagement rate. You can see their most popular video got 10%, so that's very good. And the other one has got 8%. So you can see the majority of their videos are matching at least 5% engagement, which shows us that this product is a good product. So the next step, you need to know what the name of the product is. Now, when you found the video on your For You page, it should have a name for the product in the video. Then once you've done that, you want to go back to TikTok, go to the search bar and type in the name of the product with a hashtag before the name. So you can see here I've typed in hashtag infinity pencil. So you can see there's loads of different creators posting videos of the same product. They're getting 200,000 views, 12,000 views, 1.3 million views, and you can see they're all different accounts and different pages. Now what you want to do is you want to duplicate this tab and you want to search for the same name, infinity pencil, but you want to get rid of the hashtag because it's going to show you different videos. Now you can see the videos have changed. Now we're seeing a video with 1 million views, 5.4 million views, 1.9 million views. So there's loads of different videos popping up that have got loads of views. Now, when you type in the name of the product and you put in hashtags and just the name in, you want to be seeing videos that have got at least 1 to 10 million views that are coming up in the top 2 pages. So I would consider this a top page, then a second page, and then a third page. You can see here, millions of views, millions of views, millions of views. So this so far is looking very positive. So now what you guys want to do is you want to search for a sub niche and a niche for your product. Now, let's say, for example, I'm selling this pencil. Now, a sub niche could be best pencil because I'm trying to find a niche that are interested in a better version than just a typical pencil. Now, it's going to be quite hard to do it for this niche because it's such a weird niche to do it for. Now, let's say, for example, you found a dog toy on your For You page and you're doing this research method on that. You would then search for dog toys instead of the name of the product that you found, which is a dog toy, and then whatever name it was. Now, in my instance, mine's best pencil. So now I'm finding videos that have got 7 million views, 7.5 million views, 9 million views. So the views have increased. Now I've gone sub niche, which is a good sign. It just means that there's more interest the broader I go for this industry, and these people are the same people that would buy the product. It just is showing videos that are not related to the same product that I'm looking for. So you're just looking for audience interest as a whole. Now you can see there's other videos popping up now, which has got 7 million views, 2 million views, 1 million view, 9.4 million views, 21 million views. So the views have increased again. Now the key to this metric is the broader you go, the views should increase. So I've gone from best pencil to pencil. Now if best pencil's got more views than pencil, then that's a big problem because it means that the audience is shrinking the broader you go, which it shouldn't be. Now because this is such a weird niche, it's not going to be a drastic difference. So I'm going to show you another example to show you what the drastic difference should be. You can see here 2.8 million views that I'm getting for pets toys, 1.3, 1.6, 500,000. Now if I get rid of toys, let's see how many views we get. Now you can see the views have drastically increased. We've now got 178 million, 5.4 million, 14 million, 7 million. So you can see by going completely broad, the viewership should go up drastically, and it should be between 10 million and 100 million when you go super broad for the niche. If it's lower than that on the first 3 pages, that is not a good sign. So the last part of this product research method to finding viral products is to see if you can even get access to this product, because sometimes on TikTok you find the best products ever, but you can't find a supplier for them, which is crazy. So we've got to make sure before we say we're going to definitely use this product, we need to know if we can source it. What you want to do is you want to go to AliExpress and type in the name of the product. So you can see here, I've typed in infinity pencil, and you can see my product is coming up on AliExpress. I found this version, which is the black and white one, which has got 1,000 orders on AliExpress. We do want to look at the order amount, and you can see there's a lot of people buying this product if there's 1,000 orders. Now I found a other version of the product, but it comes in different colors, and it's got between 2,000 orders and 5,000 orders. So this just shows me that 1, I can source the product, and number 2, there is a lot of order amount on here as well, which just tells me that this product makes a lot of money. Now, before I get too excited, I want to make sure that I can source this product from a better supplier than obviously AliExpress, because the shipping times are terrible, the customer support is terrible. Now, the supplier that I'd recommend that 90% of you guys use is Zendrop. Now, Zendrop is a supplier that I use when I test products. So it's completely free to make an account and use Zendrop as a beginner. So make sure you do that by using my link in the description. So once you've created an account on Zendrop, you're going to want to go to where it says find products. You're going to want to go to the search bar and type in the name of the product or the niche, and you can see I have found the product infinity pencil, and I found 2 versions, the colored version and the black and white version. Now once I click on it, I want to see how much it's going to cost me to buy it. Sometimes they're a little bit more expensive and sometimes they can be cheaper. Now the sweet spot on TikTok organic is you want to be selling your product for between $19.99 and $29.99. Now in some very few cases, $34.99 can also work. So guys, that's the product research method on how to find viral products for this TikTok free course done. So now we're going to move on to filming and getting the product. So once you've confirmed your product, gone through that whole research method, and you found a valid product, you want to go onto Amazon and you want to order it so that you can get it for the next day. So like Amazon Prime, or you get it in a few days. You don't want to be ordering it on AliExpress or Zendrop because it'll take longer. So make sure you order it on Amazon so you can get it the following day or in a few days. Now, before we film any content, we do need to go back on TikTok and find the most popular pages for our product. So which accounts are doing the most views and which videos have done the best in the past. Because we don't want to reinvent the wheel when we make the content. We want to find what's working, replicate it, and add a twist to it for us to also go viral. So what you guys want to do is go back to TikTok and search for, again, infinity pencil with the hashtag and without the hashtag. And you want to go through all of the videos and you want to look for what videos got the most views or what accounts have got the name infinity or the name of the product in their title. So you can see here, this video's got an account where they've posted it off the infinity pencil. Now that's got the name of our product in it and they've got a decent amount of views. So we're going to want to look into their account. Now you can see here that their account has got a video that's got 2.1 million views. So we're going to want to research and we're going to want to do some investigation into this video. Now there's another video that's come up here with 1.3 million views and it's a similar name of the account. So I'm going to click it and click open and you're going to see it's going to show me their account. And again, I'm going to want to see what video's got the most views, and it's this one here for 1.3 million views. So again, I'm going to want to put that video to the side and do the research on it later. So guys, after doing that for around about 25 minutes, I have found the page that's got the most views for this product. So you can see here, this is the account, and you can see this video here has got 24 million views. So this is the video that I'm going to want to replicate and slightly change and do my research on, because out of all the different accounts that I found, which is this account, and this account got the video with 24 million views. So this is what I call the winning organic video. So I'm going to want to research this video and work out why it did the best. Now, in this instance, it says regular pencil versus their pencil, and they're doing a very drastic video where they're smashing the two pencils. So that is the hook. That is the dramatic part that's grabbed my attention. Then I want to know how they structure their video. Are they doing UGC? Are they doing no face? Are they doing captions? Are they doing voiceovers? What trending sounds are they using? So we can see here, it shows me what music they've used. It shows me what title they've used. So we want to see how they've structured their video. How long is the video? What's in the background of the video? These are all things that I want to write down so that when I make mine, I can implement the same thing. So the last thing that you guys want to do is go to TikTok trending sounds, and you can see here, it says browse what's trending now in the UK. You can click this and change it to the US. I would change it to the US. Then you want to sort it by songs. Then you want to scroll down and look at what's trending, and you also want to search for a few different hashtags. Now, the first thing that you want to do is you want to look for 2 trending songs in the top 10. So you can see here 1, 2, 3. You want to click view more, and you want to look for them in the top 10. And you want to pick 2 of them and use them straight away. Now, the second thing that you want to do is you want to go to the search bar and you want to use a hashtag, and you want to use the broad niche. So my niche is pen or pencil. Now, this might not work well because it's a little bit weird of a niche to search for, but let's say you're doing pets. You might want to search for hashtag pets and see what comes up. Now you can see by searching for hashtag pets, you can see here it says go to sleep, and you can see that this is the one that's got a trend. Now before I even get into showing you how to film your product, how to edit it with Nick, I need to now talk about what you need before you even film. Now at this stage of the video, technically you should have your product delivered to your house from Amazon and you should be ready to record. If you're just being curious, that's fine, but guys, do pay full attention and write down the notes. Now the first thing that you're obviously going to need when you start filming is a phone camera. Now I do prefer iPhones over Android just because I find the quality just looks a lot better on the iPhone, but if you have an Android, it's completely fine. Now you just want to make sure that you're filming in 1080p HD. It doesn't need to be 4K. 1080p is completely fine. Now you need to make sure that you got some good lighting as well. Now the most popular thing you can do is you can buy a box light or a ring light, and I'll put some examples on the screen. Now these can cost you like $20 to $50. They're not overly expensive, and this is just going to help get some great lighting for your product. Now the best thing you can do is get a ring light and use natural lighting. So wherever you're filming, think about natural lighting. Where is there a lot of windows in your house or in your apartment, and use the natural light to help you with filming. You also want to think about your background and environment, because remember, when you've watched those videos of your competitors, what background are they filming in? Some are inside, some are outside, some are in some weird places, so you do need to pay full attention and try and recreate it. Now, the last thing is a script. Now, you don't always have to use a script, but a lot of your competitors will follow some form of script or some form of timeline and wording that you want to recreate. Now, with all of that being said, guys, let's get straight into the filming and editing part of this free course. So Nick and I are going to appear on the screen in a minute, and we're going to be teaching you step by step how you can film your own product and how you can edit it so you get an idea of what we're doing. So guys, welcome to this part of the free course when it comes to TikTok organic in 2024. So as you can see with me today, we've got Nick back on the YouTube channel.
So we are going to keep it super simple today. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at a competitor's post that's got massive views, and we're going to use that content and try and recreate it, or at least the hook, because we know that's really helped the post blown up. Then what we're going to do is we're going to create sort of a hybrid post using that really cool hook, and then using some benefits of the product we've chosen. So we'll go through that product in a bit. And then what we're going to do is we're going to shoot the content in front of you and show you how to do that. And then we're going to jump into an editor and we're going to stitch it all together. It's going to be super simple. So I've got two products with me. The first one I want to mention is a fidget spinner cube. And the reason this is so important is because this is what got us 3 million views. So this was a very viral product for us, and we nearly did this to show you how to film a TikTok. But the thing is, it's so simple to film because the wow factor really was watching it spin. I think it's not going to be really a good tutorial for you. So what I've done is I've chosen a different product. So this is a pencil. And the great thing about this is we can do some really cool wow factor stuff, because as you know with TikTok, it's going to be about transitions, it's going to be quick takes, it's going to be quick shots. And this also has a massive benefit of lasting. It's an everlasting pencil, so it never runs out. That's a huge benefit that we can put into a TikTok. And hopefully what we'll do is we'll create some really cool content here. So let's get on the camera. Right guys, so here we are. I've got a very basic setup here, but before I go into it, I just want you to know how I got to this setup. So we are not going to reinvent the wheel. We want to find a post that's going super viral, and then we're going to copy that hook, and then we're going to make something really creative.
Regular pencil versus our infinite pencil.
So this hook's really cool. So it's imitating a hammer being smashed onto a pencil versus this infinite pencil. So the whole benefit of this is showing how hard wearing this is and that it lasts forever. So I think we're going to copy this hook because it's got an amazing amount of views. Okay, let's continue.
Regular pencil versus our infinite pencil. Regular pencil versus our infinite pencil.
Cool, so this is just a series of comparisons from a regular pencil versus the infinite pencil. So I think what we can do is we can do some clever things here. So what we'll do is we'll take the hook from this, because obviously this is hit really hard. And then what we'll do is we'll hit into the benefits a little bit more as well. What I want to do with the TikTok is I'm going to create a double hook method. So I'm going to chop the pencil versus the infinite pencil, but I also want to snap some pencils as well. I want to do something really shocking. So I think what I'll do with the hook is say something along the lines of, you'll never need a regular pencil again. And then we'll snap loads of pencils together, create a really shocking hook, and then we'll do the comparison. And then what we'll do is we'll show how long it lasts, and we'll go on and on and on. Obviously not too long. I've got myself a little phone stand. You can be creative with this. I've left my stand at home, which only cost me $6, by the way, so super cheap. What I've done is I've got this little simple stand. I'll put it against the box like this. The reason being is I'm going to be doing transitions, and I want that phone dead still. I'm also going to be chopping up some pencils because that's going to help me really engage with the audience and do something fun and creative. With regards to filming, I've got an iPhone. You want it about 1080p. TikTok won't really allow you to upload 4K, I think, at the time of this recording, but 1080p is absolutely fine. So a standard smartphone would be really cool. It just needs to be 1080p for, high quality, okay? And what I'm going to do with my camera is I'm just going to have a simple photo setup. I'm not going to go 4:3 ratio. Usually phones will be 9:16 because that's the ratio you need for TikTok. So I'm going to do like, you'll never need another pencil again, that kind of thing, okay? So I'm going to lay out my shot here. It's facing down. I want to make sure I'm in complete view. I'm going to zoom out a bit. You can always cut in. If you've zoomed in too far and you can't zoom out on the shot, that's more of a problem. So I'm going to go out, and we're going to give it our pencils, and then we're going to record, bump, and we're going to go. Nice. So now I'd like a transition shot as well. So we're going to be comparing the pencil to a regular pencil. I could just hammer it and go all the way through if I wanted to, but I might do it as a transition. And it's a good way to show you how to lay up a transition anyway. Boom, boom. So don't worry, you're going to screw up a couple of shots, okay? So it's about getting very comfortable with iterating, with repeating your shot occasionally. So I'm going to lay out my shot as best I can. If I screw it up, it's not a problem. You shoot again until you get the right shot, okay? So let's try and line this up. I want to make sure that everybody knows this is a pencil. Second shot, I'm going to go and cut to the pencil there, and then I'm going to stop the recording, and then I'm going to break it in half and chop through it, so we'll have that lovely transition, okay? So let's go record. Also, it's nice to do a bit of a layup before and afterwards. You're going to cut really short. For TikTok, it's got to be every one, not even 2 seconds. But what I'm doing, I'm showing the pencil first in case I'd like to use that footage to show people exactly what it is, but chances are I won't use it. So I'm going to show the pencil, move it down like this and go. Cool. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this knife out. Cool. And then we're going to record again. I'm going to do one more. I wanted it to be quicker because obviously we're recording TikToks, which means that if I spend too long with that knife on the chopping board, it's going to take too long and people are going to get bored. Okay, so that's our second shot. Now the third shot, I really wanted to accentuate the benefit of what this pencil is, which means it lasts forever and ever. So I think that's going to be our last shot, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm almost going to do, it goes on, and then I'm going to do that 2,000 years later kind of thing. And then we'll do, it's still going. And I think that's a really nice ending, okay? I'm going to do another transition with the pencil because what I want to do is I want to get a couple of angles because I want to really keep the user engaged, and doing the same angle all the time may get a little bit boring. So we're going to do one more transition with the pencil. So off we go again. Let's go on to our video. Show the pencil. Cool. That worked better than I wanted it to, I guess. What I wanted it to do is really accentuate the benefit of this, which is it's an everlasting pencil. It never runs out. That's the big benefit versus this pencil. So I'm going to do a little piece about how long the pencil goes on for. It goes on and on. By the way, apologies for the light. We do need light down on here. That's how we're going to get the best light on the subject for our shots. And it's so important we get loads of light. So it does look like it's flooding in, but it's the best way we're going to get these shots for you, okay? Okay, cool. So first shot, it goes on. Now I'm going to do loads more, as if I've been doing it for ages. And then the last shot we're going to cut to loads of years later, and we're really going to have it filled up. Last shot, we're going to showcase, and then we're going to round off. Cool. So a nice showcase shot. Okay. Cool, so here we are in the edit. We're going to do this super, super quick so that we don't bore you to tears, okay? Let's go and open a new project in CapCut, and we'll go to videos, and I filmed them in a particular kind of order, so we're going to select them all and import them into our new project. It's already handled the ratio, as you can see, and it's imported it as 1080p. This is perfect for us. So what I want to do initially is I'm going to do a quick cut of the footage so that we remove any fluff. Then we're going to go into some AI software and we're going to start getting some captions together. So we don't want to bore people, so we want to change the clips very quickly and cut out any unnecessary fluff. So all this stuff at the beginning, I think we need to cut out. We just want to see that break there, okay? So I'm going to select my clip, and if in the bottom left here you see split. So I'm going to split that clip, and then I touch the left top part of the clip I don't want, and there's a little delete button down there, so we're going to get rid of that. Cool, so we're going to go, lovely. So I do want to show people the pieces of the pencil as well, so let's see how many seconds that is. So that is 2 seconds, so let's cut this clip, and then see how it looks together, and then we'll make a decision whether to cut it even further or not. But we just want to, it's called a rough cut. We want to roughly cut it up and chop out the fluff. Next part, so this is us comparing the normal pencil to the everlasting pencil. We're going to cut this out because I actually quite fancy the other. Again, we want to cut out any unnecessary noise. So where are we? Showing the knife here, let's select the clip, split it and get rid of that. Cool, we're going straight into the break, and then we're going to chop, okay? So just where it chops there, this is where we're going to do what's called a transition. Loads of people do this in TikTok, where you film a certain piece, you stop the clip, and then you film it in a different light so it looks like it's transitioned over. So we're going to select the clip and cut that. Let's go, okay. Now we want to get where that knife broke through. There we are, so here. Ooh. Select the clip. So I've done it just where the knife's broken. So let's cut that clip here. And then remove that, and let's see how that looks together. Nice, that looks like a good break. That's a good transition. I think it's a bit slow on the uptake at the beginning of that, but we'll polish that up later, okay? The next is it lasts and lasts and lasts, okay? So we're going to cut mid scribble, get rid of that side. Okay, so we don't want these clips to be over 2 seconds. I mean, if we want to make them as short as possible, okay? So we're going to go scribble, and let's just remove it there. Cool. And then the second scribble. Again, we want to keep these two clips about the same length. So what we can do, instead of cutting, we can drag this side here, if it'll let me, with my big fat thumbs, and drag the clip in, okay? So those are two ways that you can shorten the clip. And then lastly, we've got this absolute mess on the page. So let's go and clip that, and then make it roughly about the same. If you want to sync this to music, that's absolutely fine, but for the time being, I'm literally just doing this by eye. So let's have a look at our clip so far. Breaking the pencil, chop, scribble, scribble, scribble. Okay, so we might want to shorten that a little bit, but the reason I haven't done this perfectly yet is that we need captions, okay? So we've got that, so that's our rough cut, it's called. So we've cut the footage roughly how we want it. We will be polishing this up, but we need captions. So what we're going to do, we're in the world of AI currently, so I'm going to go over to what's called 11 Labs, and we're going to find ourselves a voice. Adam is a very typical voice for TikTok. People are using all sorts now that are trending. We're going to go safe with Adam for the time being because you guys will probably, you'll know this voice by watching TikTok. So what are we going to do? Let's have a quick look at our clip and we're going to write a script. So the first of all is the break, yeah? So first of all, I'm going to put, you'll never need another pencil again. And then we'll say regular pencil versus infinite pencil because we're cutting the pencil. And then lastly, we're going to put, it goes on and on and on. And that's all we're going to do with the script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the script out so that you don't see me taking ages writing the script, and then we're going to generate the voice, okay? So we're back and I've noted down the captions. So what we've got here, you'll never need another pencil again, regular pencil versus infinite pencil, it goes on and on. I put a call to action at the end. If you're trying to go viral on organic, you don't necessarily need to ask for the sale, but I put it there and let's generate a voice. Now this could take a couple of goes to generate. The voice may not always be on point, but that's absolutely okay. So let's generate and see what it comes up with. And if we're happy, we'll dump it into CapCut. Okay, I don't mind this, but I think the intro's a bit slow. So we're going to generate again and see if it comes up with a fast one. If not, we'll play the hand we're dealt at the moment. That is so out of whack. Let's have a look. Voice settings. Okay, so I'm going to, it looks stable. Oh no, we haven't got stable here. So it looks like it's quite unstable. So I'm going to stabilize the voice a bit if I can. There we are. And let's go and generate so that we don't have that absolute wacky voice.
You'll never need another pencil again. Regular pencil versus infinite pencil. It goes on and on.
Perfect. Third time is a charm. We got the voice that we wanted. All I did was I went to the stability. I went more stable so that he wasn't all over the place with his voice. And then I upped the style exaggeration so he slowed down a little bit. We do want fast speaking, but we want to fit into the clip as well. Cool, so let's download and let's dump it in to CapCut. So right, with our captions, we're going to dump these into CapCut now. So what we'll do is add audio on the side here. Click on audio, then we've got sounds, and then we've got this little folder icon just in the middle. Okay, so we'll click on that and then we will go to device, select from device, and I'm going to come in here and choose our download. And that should have added it. Here we are, I've got the little plus button. Let's add. Let's have a look. Woo, I'm loving that. So in CapCut, to zoom in and zoom out on the timeline at the bottom here, I'm just pinching with my two thumbs, okay? So what I want to do is this guy that we've done to the AI voiceover, he's very, very separate with his speech, and we want to cut that very close together because our clips are going to be quicker, okay? So we're going to zoom in and we're going to do a very similar cut job. I'll show you the first few and then we're going to speed through this, okay? So let's have a look. Cut him off there. So I'm going to split the beginning. You can split there. There we are. Cool. So what I'm doing, I'm trying to save time wherever I can. So even though there's a little pause at the beginning, we're going to remove that completely. Okay? Okay, another pencil again. Cool. So let's shorten this clip. So this is why I didn't shorten all of the clips straight away. I wanted to look at the text. So what we're going to do is go to this mid part here. And we're going to split this clip again, and we're probably going to split it there. And then we're going to move this clip by holding down with our thumb and drag it across the start of this clip here. So now what will happen is it will jump straight into the next piece of text. Perfect. So now what we want to do is we're cutting the speech to fit the clip. And what I'll do is I'll adjust the clips as well. So we want to try and get to a stage where the text fits within the clip, but we're not dragging out the clip too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the rest of this footage and then we'll watch it back together, okay? Okay, so we're back, and what I didn't realize is I didn't film the infinite pen and me hitting the infinite pen with a knife. We're human, we're not going to beat ourselves up about it. So what we did, we ran away quickly and we filmed hitting the infinite pen because what we wanted to do was the comparison between the pencil and the pen. So what we'll do, we'll go through the whole video and then I'll break down what I've done, okay?
You'll never need another pencil again. Regular pencil versus infinite pencil. It goes on and on. 2,000 years later. And on. Get yours today.
Cool, so a couple of things here. So firstly, if you look at where I've put my text, where I put my captions, I've put them in the right place and shortened the clip to fit, okay? So now I've shortened the clip so they're a bit more engaging. I've put my text overlay on top. So as you can see here, I've put my text in the right place versus my footage. So I've shortened the footage a bit, I've moved my text, I've split it in the same fashion that we did with the visual clip and just put the text in place where it was needed. And what I've done as well, I thought this would be really funny. So don't be afraid to get creative with this sort of stuff and think about pop culture as well. There are things, there are trends, there are things that you know that everybody knows that you can really shoehorn into creatives like this. So I wanted to tell people how long the pen lasted, and I know that there was a SpongeBob SquarePants reference about being an X amount of time later. So I shoehorned that in, and then finally, for dramatic effect, did it scribbled after that as well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this clip because I think it's a bit small for TikTok, and I'm just gonna increase it as far as I can, leaving a little bit of margin either side so that TikTok doesn't clip it all off. And I think this is fine to have black borders around. I think it's funny enough not to really need to cover the whole screen, because if we do cover the whole screen, obviously it's not gonna work very well, okay? So this is our clip, and already you can see from this clip, this is starting to look like a TikTok post. It's starting to look like a legit post. And that's simple cutting and simple text over the top. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna add a couple of special things to really elevate this, okay? So let's give ourselves some music. So we've done text, let's give ourselves some music and some sound effects, okay? Okay, so I think maybe with the pen snapping, maybe we do maybe a bone cracking sound effect, or if we can find a pencil snapping, that'd be great. So what we'll do is we'll go into the audio part, and then we've got sound effects in the bottom menu here. So we're gonna click on sound effects. Let's see, I think if we type in pencil snap, I'm not sure if we're going to get it, but some sort of break would be fantastic. Finger snap. Cool, so I found cracked shell. So like I said, if you don't find the sound effect, CapCut has loads of sound effects straight from within the app itself. If not, you can find sound effects from all sorts of places, paid versions, or you can download them from certain platforms, which I'm not gonna tell you about, but you can download them and find sound effects on those kind of social platforms. So cracked shell I think is really good, so let's do that. And we want to make sure it's on the break, okay? Let's take this cracked shell. I'm gonna show you the first two sound effects, and then I'm gonna add some more and I'll show you.
You'll never need another pencil again.
Oh, I love that, that's so good. I love that break, cool. So let's split that clip off. And I think here, because we've got a knife, I think I want a sword sound effect, okay? So what I'm gonna do is come into sound effects, and I want kind of like a swooping sword. So we've got a massive crack of me actually hitting the board, so I'm probably not gonna go mental on it, but I think I should do a sword.
Regular pencil.
Love it. So we don't need to do it during the swoosh. I mean, as a video editor, I'd probably shoehorn this on a high level edit, but we're doing TikToks here. So just try and find a sound effect that fits the bill, basically, that fits the scene. So we've got crack.
You'll never need another pencil again. Regular pencil versus infinite pencil. It goes on and on.
2,000 years later.
And on.
Perfect. Okay, so I'm not going to go into all the sound effects. I think these are really effective for the hook. So if you want to, you can put more sound effects in it. But I think these are really cool to introduce the users to the TikTok post. Cool. I think what we need to do next is have some music. So what we can do is come into audio, we come into sounds, and you should be able to find music under commercial. Now, when it comes to audio, we need to add music as well. So Cam has already been through how to find things like trending sounds and trending hashtags earlier in this video. So I would highly suggest finding those sounds because they're going to help you gain more reach. For now though, I'm just going to create a piece of music or set a piece of music from here. Again, we can come into audio, we can come into sounds, and if we go to commercial, there's loads of stuff that you can use. We don't need to go commercial because you're organic. So we just go to all sounds and you can just pick what kind of stuff you want. For now, I'm just going to pick a track. Okay, this is fine. It's important to have music to give atmosphere, but like I said, you should be using trending, on organic, you should definitely be using trending sounds, okay? So we've got our music as our background, we've got our sound effects, and I think this would really benefit from having some transitions as well. That would be really handy. It'd be really nice if we could do a transition at the very beginning, because then that'll pull someone in. Maybe a quick zoom would really engage the user off the bat. So let's go in and have a look for, cool, so if we select our clip, there's a couple of ways to do transitions, okay? On the clip, you can animate in and out, or if you look at this center piece here, you can just click on this little white square and you can put a transition in between the two, okay, if you want to. So what we'll do is animate in. So we'll come in here and there's animations at the bottom. So we'll click our clip, animations, and then we'll do maybe, let's not overcomplicate it for this one. You can do a variety of ones, just try these out, but I'm just gonna flash in really, really quickly, okay?
Need another pencil again. Regular pencil.
Come into here, and that should flash us in like that. And that's really just, boom, straight off the bat, just engaging. So we're gonna do that. We'll probably put a couple of transitions in the middle as well. I think we can add a transition here, which will be quite cool. Think about what fits the bill. We're not gonna go too heavy on this. I'm gonna choose a pull in, but think about if your clip's going one way, maybe pan the same way because it's good for the eye tracking, for eye movement. But for this, I think a simple pull in is gonna do really well. Cool, so that's our transitions, and we're gonna auto caption the sound next. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to my main menu and go to text. And then what we'll do, you'll see, you can write your own text over the top if you want, but we're gonna auto caption the sound, okay? So we're gonna go to auto captions, and we're gonna generate from all. So we don't just want the voiceover, we want the 2000 years later, and then we're gonna generate. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna style it quickly. So if we go down to the bottom here, you've got style, and there are templates on the pro version, you've got some free ones as well, but I think we're just gonna go pretty bog standard, okay? Let's have default text. So I quite like the text as it is. The great thing about having white text with a black outline around it is that it shows up on both dark and light parts of the footage. So I would always suggest having a white section and a dark section, whether it's the stroke around the outside or the bit in the middle. So white and black works really well. I love this text, I think it works really well. But if you really want to go to TikTok's text, we can go to font, you can change the font, you can go to styles, and you can put a background on the text. So if we go over to this menu here, this moving menu here, we can go to background, and then we can add a TikTok style background. Let's make it white. And once we've set that background style, we can go to our text and make that text black. And we'll do it without a stroke. And so that'll give you that sort of TikTok style text with black text over a white background. So it's up to you which kind of text you use. Those two are very typical for TikTok, so I'd probably keep them around there. And just a last minute thing as well, you can add things like emojis and graphics over the top. So I can come in and do things like stickers. So let's say I want to say that this is gonna go on and on and on. I might want to put an emoji in there of me being tired. Yeah, so let's go into stickers, the emoji section. Let's go find one of me looking really tired. Yep, click that, and that should enter. And each layer will create its own new layer as well. So all you have to do is click on the thing that you want to edit. So let's go into this, and you can move this little fella around. You can change the size and the angle if you want.
You'll never need another pencil again. Regular pencil versus infinite pencil. It goes on and on
2,000 years later.
and on. Get yours today.
Yeah, we'll get rid of the CapCut bit, but as you can see, I've not done anything particularly special here. CapCut's got so many cool things that you can do, but just simple cutting, text editing, a little bit of creativity and fun, you can make viral posts so easily. It's never been easier to make this kind of stuff.
So guys, before we move into the mistakes to avoid when it comes to posting content on your TikTok account, I want to go over the store setup. Now you're probably thinking, how do I create my Shopify store? How do I create my dropshipping store? I'm not going to cover it in today's video because I've made so many videos on how to create a good looking Shopify store. So make sure that when you do create your Shopify store, you use the link in the description and you download my free theme as shown on the screen here, which is the ECOM Lite X, the ECOM King theme. It's completely free for you guys to download. You just scroll down, you fill in the form, and then it will start the download process, and it is 100% free. I even have a YouTube video showing you step by step for 60 minutes on how to set up this theme in your store. So I'll leave that linked in the description of the video for you to check out at the end of this video. I would also recommend that you check out at the end of this video my TikTok shop video. I teach you guys how to set up a TikTok shop, because when it comes to TikTok organic now, there's two methods. You can send them to your Shopify store or to your TikTok shop store. So I will give you guys both of those methods on how to set up those two stores linked in the description. This free course is primarily to teach you the methods on going viral with the product, not to build the store. So make sure if you do want to learn how to build your Shopify store or your TikTok shop, and I'd recommend that you have both of these by the way, way, then make sure you check out the videos in the description. So this brings us to the next part of this free course, which is about account management. Now you want to make sure that you're using an iPhone. Now the reason why is because the iPhone does have a different algorithm to the Android phone. So if you don't have an iPhone, it doesn't mean you can't go viral. I'm just saying the best chances are always on iPhone. Now you want to make sure that each phone is for one account. You do not want to be putting 8 TikTok accounts on one device, because you will just kill the device and the algorithm within the device. Now, if you already have a TikTok account that you've been messing around with for personal reasons on your phone, you're going to want to factory reset that phone, but please make sure that you back up all of your data. Now, the next thing is VPNs and SIM cards, the thing that everyone wants to know about. Now, let's say you do live outside the West and you're living in Africa or Asia or wherever else outside the West, then I would highly recommend that you buy a USA SIM card. Now, it's super easy to get a USA SIM card. You can literally go on Amazon or online and buy them. You just need to type in USA SIM card and make sure that it works with your phone. And you want to make sure that when you use the USA SIM card trick, you need to factory reset the phone for this to work correctly. And there's no other way. You can still try it without factory resetting it, but I'd highly recommend you do factory reset it for it to work correctly. Then when you sign up with TikTok with your USA SIM card, it's going to ask you for your phone number. You're then going to give it your new phone number as it's a US SIM card. Now, once you've created your TikTok account, you want to make sure that you're posting 3 times per day, and you need to do this between 3 to 5 days, and you cannot fail an upload. So let's say between those 3 to 5 days you miss an upload, you've just killed your account in terms of the virability. The way me and my team do it is we make sure that we got at least 1 month's worth of content already ready to go in the calendar. So these are the things that you must avoid in your early days of organic TikTok. The first thing is, do not rush your videos. Now, although I've told you that you need between 2 and 4 weeks worth of content before you start posting, that's because you get something called a new account advantage. The algorithm rewards you for your posting and your consistency. That's how they reward you. Now, a lot of people fall into the trap of rushing their content, meaning that they just make really rubbish quality content and then they complain why they don't go viral. The next thing that I want to say is, do not use hashtags if you do not know what you're doing. If you just randomly start using hashtags, one hashtag can honestly just get you shadow banned on your TikTok account. Now, when it comes to posting content, don't just do it one video after another video after another video. You need to enable at least 1 to 2 hours between each video. So if you're going to be posting 3 times a day, do one in the morning, do one in the afternoon, and do one in the evening, and monitor it over a week period, and which time ranges do the best for you. Write that down and then post on those times. Now, the first month when it comes to TikTok organic is the make or break for your virability. And most people see viral videos within the first 2 weeks to 3 weeks, and their main success will come after 30 days. That's super important to understand, because that means whatever you do within that first 30 days of creating that first TikTok account, that is the make or break. Now, I want to move into metrics and numbers, because you guys need to know what you're looking for when it comes to success and to know when you're going wrong. Now, the bit that everyone wants to know is how much money I can make per amount of views. So per million views, that's how we track it. So per every million views, you're looking at making between $500 and $1,000. But in 2024, it's more around the $500 mark. Now, if you're making less than that, that's not a problem. That just means that your audience are a low quality audience for that niche. But if you're making money, there's nothing wrong with it, and you should just carry on. So when it comes to your first week, you need to make sure that one video gets at least 10,000 views, or consistently you're getting between 5,000 and 8,000 views per video. Those are the metrics that I look for when it comes to going viral in the long term. Now, in the second week, I'm looking for a video to get at least 500,000 views and above. Now, if your product is a new product to the platform, it's not really been seen on TikTok before, then you need to have at least 100,000 views upwards. Now, these are the numbers that I'm looking for in week 2 and week 1. And these are the numbers I'm giving you to let you guys know if you're on the right track when it comes to virability on the TikTok platform. These are the same numbers that we look for, and the reason why we've come up with these numbers is because when we've gone viral, these are the numbers that we've seen when it comes to seeing virability in the long term. Now, the third week is the make or break week. That means that you're 21 days into your TikTok organic, posting 3 to 5 times a day. Now, on the third week, you want to make sure that you've at least got one video that's gone viral. That's anything over 500,000 views. Now, if you've got a video on your account that's got, let's say, 100,000 views plus, test it for another week. So that means if you've hit 100,000 views, you're going to give it another week to see if you can get another video that goes viral at 500k views. Now, this is super important for you guys to pay attention to. If you did not hit 500,000 views, you've got to test that product again for a week to see if you can get a viral video. Now, if that didn't plan and go to action and it failed and you didn't get over 100k views, you kill the product. That means that you completely shut it down, you find a new product and you go again. And you're probably watching this thinking, ouch, that would really hurt if I had to kill the product when I've put all that time and effort into it. And I'm sorry to tell you this, guys, but that's just the game of going viral on organic TikTok. Sometimes it can take between 5 to 10 products before you find one that even goes viral. But the best thing that you can do is tell yourself in your head that you're going to fail a few times. That way, if you do fail, it's not going to hurt as much. So let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section below, and do not forget to enter the giveaways because they are some life-changing giveaways. And remember, if you use this method correctly in 2024, there is a high chance that you can earn your first $10,000 online. But with all of that being said, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video and you've got a lot of value from it, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Okay. Well done, mate.